Hey there, Mark here, a family man and father of three. I thought I'd just do this quick little video to explain the reason why I might be a bit delayed in producing another YouTube video with regards painting models and assembling and getting them all ready. During the summer holidays I decided to take my family and partner on a quick out of the country tour to Tenerife. We had a lovely week and a bit, and then obviously had to do a coronavirus test to get back on the plane to go home. Unfortunately, my wife tested positive, and as a result, we're having to isolate for another 10 days in a Spanish hotel. So, Tenerifean hotel. So I just thought I'd take a couple of pictures and show you where I'm going to be stuck for the next 10 days until we get home again, and I can do another proper video. Take care, thank you very much, and I'll try and take some pictures and do a little whistle blow tour later on. So after we all went for our tests before our flight home, my wife tested positive, so we came back, we informed the hotel, and they informed us that she would have to isolate alone in her own room, and we'd have to move out of the room that we were in at the time. We still had a few days left of our holiday, and that myself and my children would have to isolate separate as we tested negative. I'll show you, obviously, I've shown you a few pictures and I'll show you a few more again. So myself and my three children are sharing a room in a basement, and my wife is sharing another room on her own, a few rooms down to keep that space in. I'll show you some pictures of the outdoor balcony and some of the bathroom if I haven't already done so. What we've got is we order breakfast, lunch and dinner. Breakfast is at 8:30 and then lunch and dinner as you choose. You get a menu from a certain number of the restaurants, and breakfast you pick either cooked or continental, English or continental. Once you've eaten, you basically bag up everything that's been given to you to be thrown straight away, and leave the tray outside, so you're realistically not allowed to leave the room at all. There's a security guard at the end of the corridor, I'm assuming, just to stop you escaping. So we're going to go through those 10 days now, and fingers crossed my wife will test negative, and myself and my children also test negative, and then we can fly home. Keep you informed. Thanks a lot. Hi there, Mark here. Just giving you an update. It's day 4, so third night, so we've still got a week to go in isolation. But the hotel finally, because it's after the weekend, managed to get the gardener to come in and cut the bushes back, so at least we can see some sky and the sea. So we're just ticking on the days, trying to keep busy and get on with stuff. Fingers crossed, hopefully we should be all negative in a week and get home. Hi there, apologies that this video might be a little bit broken and a lot of it is made up of still pictures, but we finally completed our isolation, and we all tested negative and flew back. We then had to do a bit of a sort of like mad dash to get things ready for get back to work, and obviously get children ready for school. As literally the moment we got back, within a few days they were back at school. So things like uniforms and all that needed to quickly get sorted and finalised, as we hadn't quite finished it. Overall, the 10 days isolation went fairly sort of like smoothly, although it was a bit of a hard chore. The hotel did try their best to accommodate us. They provided my children with some board games and some colouring in, obviously, because we hadn't packed for that kind of thing, and it would have been quite sort of like heavy going for them to have spent that entire time just sitting there watching telly or playing on their tablet. Washing was probably one of the bigger challenges. We were provided some washing up liquid. Obviously, we did that in the bath for myself and my 3 children, because I was isolating with them, and my wife was isolating on her own in another room. So washing was fairly straightforward, but getting it dried out on the balcony proved a bit of a challenge. You might see that in some of the pictures. With regards to linen and towels, obviously we had a large batch, and then if we needed any more, we could just call up to reception, and they would be left outside of the room. Any sort of like dirty ones would have to be bagged in these like heavy duty bags and then placed outside our room. Overall, obviously it could have been far worse, but like I say again, it was a bit of a challenge, but we're all glad to be home safe and sound. So thank you very much, and take care.